battle for Middle-earth is about. The battle for Middle-earth is about to begin.
Alright, welcome fellow travelers, we're there and back again, but today we are live streaming our first campaign with Dawnless Days, so that just came out this past Friday, and we've got about, let's see here, there should be 9 playable factions in total. I've been waiting for this for probably about 3 years on my end, but I know the developers have been working on this for anywhere between 8 to 9 years. It's definitely been a monumental task, but they put a lot of passion, a lot of detail into this, and so far, it's been very well received across the board. So to start off with, there are 9 different factions to play. We can start as either one of the Northmen, considered Dale or Rohan. We've got Gondor over here. The only Elven faction is just the Woodland Realm. And then we only have Erebor as the Dwarven faction. As for the Orcs, you can either play Isengard or Mordor. We also have the Southrons here. I particularly love this this design here. It's pretty snazzy. And then, of course, we've got the infamous Easterlings. Now, I thought about this for a while, and apparently the Easterlings or Gondor are suggested to be the easier factions to play at the start. They have, I would say, probably easier starting positions from what I've read so far. I've been watching a few videos from other players trying out this campaign and decided that I'm just going to put my hat in the ring for the Easterlings. Alright, so we've got our faction leader, Kahar. Clans of Rune are in disarray. We could probably just listen to this in the prologue, I imagine. And we're just going to do hard difficulty for this one. Face significant challenges and even setbacks. You may struggle to build your economy and armed forces to hold back your enemies. Okay. And I guess there's no campaign length, unlike Divide and Conquer or Third Age Total War. There's only just difficulty settings here to adjust, and that's it. Unless I'm wrong, and I'm not looking at this right. Victory objectives. Let's see here. Reach this level of dominance 6. Reach this level of dominant 10. Oh, okay. Alright, so here are the campaign objectives then. Domination victory. Control 140 settlements, either by direct ownership or through satrapies and military allies. Maintain 200 units in total. That seems a bit much. I think I'll go for a long victory. But domination victory definitely seems like quite a long campaign. 140 regions. That's oof, that's a lot. I think that's more than twice as long as Divide and Conquer's longest campaign. Alright, I'm hoping the in-game volume is okay. I'd hate to have any issues when I'm listening to this later. Yeah, for some weird reason, it keeps going back to my desktop. Maybe I just need to wait for it to load? Huh.
The true blood of the East, strongest of all Easterling clans that claim vast steppes of Rune and beyond. But that strength is now tested. Our own kin spill their blood in petty squabbles, resulting in a persistent civil war. Even now, the Northern Harem raid our borders, and the Balkoth further west have issued a declaration of war. Enough of this disunity. It is time to reunite all Easterlings under one banner. Those who cannot be persuaded with words shall have to taste your blade. Perhaps the Rakro here will be most likely to lend you their strength willingly. Have them join you, and you will be able to field their fearsome Wayne Riders.
Oh, okay.
With every clan subjugated, your forces grow more powerful. For our true enemy lies north and west. The men of Dale have grown fat on trade, and long neglected their defenses. Descend upon them like a dragon, sweeping them away with the fire of a united East. Let the West tremble. Spare not their allies, the stubborn dwarves and the fading wood elves. Turn to the cowards of Rohan and Gondor, who have tasted Eastern steel before, and shall learn to fear it anew. The age of the West is ending. The sun rises east, and with it the dominion of the Roram.
Roram. Alright, the Roram begin the campaign in a civil war. Your faction leader must achieve success in battle and maintain the loyalty of your characters through court politics, or they may rebel and become separatists. Your characters expect you to be aggressive in expanding your territory and unifying clans under your leadership, which placates them and reduces their chance of rebellion. The Loki Rim, the lesser nobles of your faction, seek to elevate their own status through involvement in your faction politics. They may make demands of coin or other things, sometimes at odds with that of the nobility, your faction's characters. Reunify the Empire of Rune by conquering or subjugating through diplomacy 2 other Easterling clans, which will grant access to their local rosters, as well as the powerful Loki Rim units recruitable from your own barracks buildings. Reunifying the Empire comes at a diplomatic penalty with all other surviving clans. Okay, so we have to destroy 2 other rival clans in order to unify the Empire. That's the gist I'm getting out of this. One by one, the free peoples of Middle-earth fell to the power of the ring. Word has spread from Barad-dûr, envoys and lackeys announcing the rise of Mordor and the return of Sauron. The kingdoms of the free peoples have lost their splendor, their might, and their will to resist. We must seize this chance and make them bow before us. However, our enemies still possess formidable strongholds, symbols of power, and hope. As all of those aligned with the Great Eye begin their march to join the fray, so must we. Together we may yet lay waste to these age-old realms and their ancient seats of power. Welcome to the Dawnless Days campaign. This is the Stronghold mechanic, the overall feature that will accompany you throughout the War of the Ring. To win the campaign, you will have to conquer and hold settlements from the good aligned factions based on a list that is specific to yours. Each of them will grant you dominance points. Okay, let me see this again. Hold settlements from the good aligned factions based on the list. Each of them will grant you points, while there are other ways to gain dominance. These will ultimately be the measure through which your campaign is won. Have fun and good luck. Okay, so you have to conquer the territories on the list in order to gain dominance points. I like that. Corrupt the following provinces by ensuring evil influence is above 50%, thereby increasing your dominance score. So this is the list of regions we need to conquer then. Interesting. Is that it? Are these a list of regions that we need to that we need to conquer in order to gain points? Power Shadow Triumph. Okay.
All factions have the option to abandon their settlements, desolating the surrounding region as they go. If the enemy is getting too close and it looks like you will lose a region, a province consists of 3 regions, each one containing a settlement, the hub of activity within it. One of these is always the provincial capital, a major walled settlement, whilst the remainder are minor settlements without defensive walls until fully upgraded. As the main administrative center in a region, the settlement contains both trade and military buildings. Settlements are the main consumer of food supplies in a province, so it is vitally important to keep food production buildings upgraded to avoid shortages.
Okay. And where's the... there's the food. Food surplus is 24, not too bad. Income is at 1797. And we got 5,000 in the treasury now. Okay. Looks like we'll need to address the food here. We're at -7. If we build a port... Actually, we could build a port here. Interesting. So we can upgrade the port, actually. Alright, we don't want anything that consumes food. We need something that's going to bring in food. Because this region is actually dealing with a negative supply of food. Plus 35 for food from animal husbandry, 24 additional food, 300 from animal husbandry for wealth. Yeah, this seems like the better bet here.
Represented by the ruined building icons on the campaign map, deserted regions contain the ruins of settlements that have been abandoned. You may encounter reduced fertility around recently desolated settlements, but also resource-rich areas around those areas reclaimed by nature over time. Troops can be stationed inside a settlement to defend it in the event of attack. Whilst there, they will also act as a deterrent to any rebellious tendencies amongst the population.
Okay. Alright. I know this is pretty similar to Rome too, because Total War Attila is built on that foundation. Just have to remind myself how all these regions work again. I'll have to fight this guy in the battlefield.
A character belonging to another faction that you cannot control. Please select one.
Alright.
Farms, markets, and ports supply food, and settlements and certain buildings within them consume it. Although food is automatically distributed across your territory, if total consumption is not matched by production...
Okay. So, Longerunen, I think that's how you pronounce it. Longerunen.
In order to move the entire force, make sure a general is present.
And then what's
Select
up here?
the settlement or the general, and right-click on the point you wish to move to.
Nope, not yet. So we're dealing with food shortages across all of these provinces then, huh? Guess I could do that. There we go. And then to recruit units, I'd have to do it from, I believe the general can recruit units. Yeah, that's right. We have to actually recruit generals in order to recruit units. I think we can even raise forces here, but they cost money.
In the selected province.
Yep, that's good.
Men of the East!
Yeah, I think that's about it there. Do I have any other regions here? No, I don't control that. Okay, so I don't control that at all, but I still control these other regions here. Let's take a look at maybe the tech tree. Where's the tech tree? I know there's a tech tree here. Where would I find that? Total War Encyclopedia, menu.
The Faction Summary tab gathers together the Records tab is used to log events and store campaign statistics in one place for each. When you selected a faction, you also chose a family or party to represent within its political system. Your faction leader is the head of the party you chose. The influence of each party member affects its overall power. Winning battles as a general and completing construction projects as a governor may increase influence. The popularity of your party is the sum total of its members' influence versus that of the opposing party.
Okay, interesting. Okay, I can't do any of these just yet. Okay, there's the tech tree, I think. Yeah, that's the tech
This
tree.
tab enables you to research the technology that will give you an advantage over your rivals. To begin, simply select the item you wish to research. There are no buildings required.
Okay, if we do clan rivalry, focus development rate 100%, morale +4 against Easterlings, melee attack and defense +4 versus Easterlings. Okay. Alright, let's do that one first then.
In order to construct a proposal, double-click on a faction from
At
the
war
list,
with Dale.
and then add diplomatic options by clicking on the Add Offer or Demand buttons and selecting one. The proposed deal will take shape on the negotiation table. Click on the button next to an option to remove it from a deal. When ready, click on the Propose Offer button. This option is used to broker trade agreements. Once agreed, a trade route is opened between your territory and that of your trade partner, enabling goods to be traded for mutual advantage and
Take
profit.
me not for a fool.
There is no limit to the number of trade routes.
Interesting. So it won't be that easy to get a trade agreement even out of Mordor. Looks like we have an alliance with these people. This faction has close ties with your own and so can be asked to join with you. The stronger you are, the bigger the threat from foreign cultures, the more likely it is that they will accept. Okay, can we get a trade agreement going then?
Following a new agreement,
Very
a
good.
trade route has
Very
been
good.
opened between you and your new trading partner. Guard it well, as your enemies will attempt to raid it, potentially ruining your economy.
Alright, it's not too many people we could really form trade relations with. Even Mordor doesn't find our bounties that appealing, so I guess it's just the... Who are they again? The Rakro here? The Rakro here? Yeah, I guess they're the only ones we can form a trade partnership with. Alright, took care of that. And then trade and finance. So, we're not going to increase taxes. Let's keep it the same.
The Trade tab details. The Taxes tab shows a summary of your projected tax income, maps the effect that tax has on public order, and allows the adjustment of taxation levels across your empire. Click on the Zoom to Location button. Winning a battle isn't just about greater numbers. The balance of units and the general's ability are important factors also.
Alright, let's
Look
do a
at the
quick
strength
save here.
ratio and any reinforcement information before committing yourself. But beware, if you are attacked, it may not be possible to avoid combat. The buttons on this panel represent your battle options.
Alright, so our forces are going to be evenly matched. Yeah, quite evenly matched. Let's go ahead and fight this. Our first proper battle here in the campaign. Alright, let's wait. Yeah, that's good. That's better. Hate to fight in a sandstorm. Need to try to get rid of this thing. Sorry, that was just something on my screen I had to take care of. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so it has been a while since I played Dawnless Days. This will be, let's see here. Got our medium infantry.
We have orders!
Alright, that's our general there. Let's take a look at him. Yeah, the detail in this mod is just so intense. It looks amazing. Looking at these guys up close. I'm still a little concerned about the shadows. I know it makes the battles look very dark sometimes. So the lighting is kind of iffy in this. And this is me already adjusting in advance for some of the shadow effects.
Make ready for war!
How do I do this again? It's not like Divide and Conquer. It's not like Third Age. I gotta try to figure this out. How do I preserve a formation again?
Soldiers! We have orders! We will rise up!
Yeah, just stay in a tight cluster like this.
I will crush them!
Okay, so we want to create a formation group. That's how we do it. There you go. We got to create a formation group. And then we got our cataphracts here. Very heavy shot cavalry. I'm just going to refer to them as cataphracts. Yep. So we got 2 units to cataphracts. Alright, so they're hidden. That's good.
We will rise up!
And then we'll just keep this guy close behind like so. And let's see here. Kind of want to examine their stats here. Very poor missile block chance. Very poor armor. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at our infantry up front. Yeah, these are supposed to be our medium infantry. I don't know how fair these guys are going to do against cavalry. I imagine not great. Especially these guys. They look really squishy.
I will crush them!
Alright, let's see what this guy has. Encourage. +5 morale.
Widows of their wives and their old hags of mothers shall cry us!
Alright, so we're going to have to move in towards them. I think we hold the advantage with the cavalry. Yeah, because we can sweep these guys aside. Are they skirmishers, though? They look like they could be skirmishers. Yeah, are those really throwing spears? Alright, so we need to gain a clear advantage with the cavalry. These camels over here? Oh, got some wild camels. Interesting. Okay, we've only got one unit of bleh. They only got one unit of archers here. These guys do look. Oh, they got heavy spear infantry. Okay, so we're gonna have to pin these guys down somewhere and then try to flank them with cavalry as quickly as possible before they do too much damage. Got a lot of light infantry over here. And then what? More medium infantry? Actually, shock infantry. Okay, so light shock infantry. Okay. Gonna see what I can do to try to wipe out that cavalry. Oh, there's a time limit on these battles? Whoops. Wonder if there's a way for me to turn it off.
Soldiers!
Alright, let's do a quick charge over here. Show them what's what.
They are trying to take out our general! Defend
Alright,
him!
get back, General. Time to send in the infantry.
Make ready for war!
Alright, get my cataphracts out of there. They're sending in their light X infantry. Oh, not that big of a threat, but... Come on, guys. Turn around. Hit this cavalry. Let's wipe them out.
We will rise up! Soldiers!
Alright, regroup over here, guys. Hurry. Just get out of there.
We will rise up!
Alright, that was okay, guys. Let's try to avoid any other casualties here. Oof. Still losing some guys. Let's do another charge.
We have orders!
How come we're not killing any of these guys?
We will rise up.
Alright, that was good. That was excellent charge there. Okay. Good charge. Now, fall back. Fall back. Alright. You guys are going to start getting tired quickly, so let's start moving in on them over here.
I will crush them. Soldiers.
Alright, let's hit these archers now, boys.
Ready for war. We will rise up. We have orders. I will crush them.
Alright, looking pretty ugly over there.
We have orders.
Moving again. We gotta hit those guys.
Soldiers.
At least we're taking out a couple of this heavy infantry. But I'm worried that we're exhausting our cavalry a bit much. Come on, guys. Run away. Come on. Wavering still. Stubborn clansmen.
Make ready for war.
Yeah, we're still losing over there.
Soldiers. Make ready for war. I will crush them. Soldiers.
Yeah, our infantry are not going to last
Make
much
ready for
longer.
war. We will rise up.
Alright, now go over there and help out your friends. Come over here and let's take care of these archers super quick.
Soldiers. We have orders. I will crush them.
The enemy are losing their advantage.
We will rise up.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Alright, those archers are gone. Good work, guys. I need the infantry to come back. Alright, don't get too far ahead of yourself.
Make ready for war. We have orders.
Alright, we've almost taken out half of this unit.
We will rise up. Make ready for war. Praise the gods! Your victory is moments away!
Alright. Let's have you stop firing.
I will crush them.
Alright, we lost about half of our cavalry. Infantry did okay, but the light infantry definitely took a hit here. Medium infantry fared a little bit better. Oh, tried to get a screenshot there. Hope I didn't break the game. Trying to get a good shot at the cavalry here. That looks pretty good. Cool, actually. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Alright, perfect. Close victory. Okay. A little taste of what battles are going to be like in Dawnless days.
Your army has suffered casualties and requires fresh recruits to replenish troop numbers. If an army is in a friendly province, battle statistics are displayed here, along with the options to occupy, loot, sack, or raise.
Take the time to reorganize the army, tending the wounded and rallying soldiers who fled. Letting the enemy and their supplies escape causes the army to lose morale. +4 to replenishment. Is there any need to pursue the enemy? Enemy forces. Alright, let's do reorganize. Okay.
Men of the East!
And what units can we recruit? So, same old, same old. Pretty sure we don't want to be stuck with these clan X-Men and spearmen because they're probably pretty bad. Yeah, they don't have good armor. Very squishy. We're definitely going to need better units moving forward, but let's go ahead and end this turn.
Rise, soldiers of Rune!
Let's see here. I think we have to start moving north against our enemies here. Yeah, that's our region. And that's the Sea of Ruin over there.
Men of the East! March, soldiers!
Alright, just kind of chill there for a moment.
This panel shows you the information about a character belonging to your faction. Their name, position on the map, traits and skills relating to their abilities are all listed, along with details of household members or objects.
Okay, tax rate gets a bit of a bonus here too, with the Agents of Sauron. A lot of these benefits have to do with governance. I might go with clan leaders for this one. Alright. Are you sure you want to end your turn? The following concerns remain unaddressed. You may still assign a provincial governor. Alright, so we need to assign a governor then. Provincial governor. How does that work here again?
The family tree shows the relationships between members of your faction's ruling family. Family members can be made heir to the faction leadership, married or divorced. They may seek to embezzle funds for your cause or rally support for your family amongst the elite. You can spread rumors about other faction members to diminish their popularity or carry out assassinations as you see fit. Select a character's portrait to see which options are available. Your family's political power is determined by two factors, control and dominion. Your control over the political
Great
situation
Commander,
and the elites is determined.
Select a character to assign office. This office grants the following effects. Oh, okay. Oh boy, how does this stuff work here? Wait, oh crap. What did I just do?
Influence is the accumulated
I'm so dumb
standing
with
of a
this.
character within your
Okay,
faction.
did not mean to declare him
Gradually
as heir.
increased or decreased through military victories, crushing.
So I'm supposed to assign characters to these offices, but none of them seem to qualify for these positions? Okay, I need an issue an edict as well. Man, it's been a while since I played Rome 2. Okay, here we go.
When unhappiness becomes too great, the people will riot, slaves will revolt, or a full-blown rebellion will occur. Factors which may cause this
Gorgorith.
are food shortages, taxation.
Okay, I get the gist of that.
This panel shows statistical information about the selected province. The right-hand section shows the elements affecting and status of public order, and the left-hand section shows the factors contributing to the wealth of the local economy. Use the checkbox in the bottom left-hand corner.
Alright, end of the first turn. Northern Ordocarni. Okay, you gotta deal with some dwarves up in the north then. The Orocarni dwarves. Peace treaty. Okay, so their demands, peace treaty, their offers 1,400 in gold. Could use the extra money for now, so why not? The Easterlings once dreamed of an empire reunited beneath a single banner, but that vision has long since been forgotten. Now the clans of the East turn upon one another, each driven by ambition, envy, and the lust for power. Brothers raise their spears against brothers, and the hope of unity lies buried beneath years of strife. Yet the Ururum clan carries that hope still, and the path to empire may yet be seized. Alright, so own the following provinces: Lower Rune, Upper Rune, Khan, Southern Rovanian, Talith Eglen. Talith Eglen? Talith Eglen. 200 turns. Reward: become the Empire of Rune. Unlocks local clan units and elite Hologirim units. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. Alright, so we got some more money in the treasury to work with. I need to figure out how this, governorship works. I already had the maximum number of governors. Okay. Okay, so over here... Yeah, public order is not doing good. Seems like it's kind of bad across all the provinces here. Okay, so how can we improve public order then? Food stocks are going up, that's good. But we need to control public order somehow. Okay, not much for mercenaries that we can hire.
Advance!
Alright, so Forced March, no. I do recognize these features here. Stance Ambush, yep. Raiding. Fortify, yeah, this helps with replenishment, doesn't it? Morale 1, immune to attrition. 2 beds of sharp stones, deployables, 3 stake walls. Oh, okay. So none of this really helps with replenishment, unfortunately. Alright, I think for the meantime, let's just focus on the economy. That'll help. Port Town. Caddis Menegrim. Let's see here. Don't have the tech for this yet. A recruitment complex. So, let's see. Maintenance cost, negative 200. Okay. And this helps obtain more wealth, but it comes at a cost of growth and food consumption. No, let's not abandon the settlement. Let's just focus on trying to get some more growth in here if we can. Yeah, let's do Hunter's Cabin over in Mindon Runen, and then Lon Gerunen. You'll just continue focusing on the Shepherd. And I gotta figure out how we're going to improve control here.
Men of the East!
Let me see if putting you in Kardis Gorgorith will help with replenishment at all.
This list shows events in the order they occurred. It can be sorted by their names. Click on one to learn more about it. When an important event occurs, it will open automatically. Agents are recruited directly from a province via the Recruitment tab. Recruitment is instant, but cost may vary depending on a number of factors, such as the presence of certain buildings, faction, or character traits.
I come from the Eastern Lands. Make ready for war!
Okay, so we can have him raise a small army if need be. Might hold off on that for now. But we have him as a general. Okay, so turns until replenished 6, 9. Ah, okay, so that's how I monitor the replenishment rate. Okay. One of your generals has ceased observing expected courtesies. He withholds tribute, avoids court, and issues orders as though he were lord of his own realm. The court notices his arrogance and your silence. Demands submission publicly. Not all men take kindly to being humbled. -2 from Maru. Bestow honors. Others may see this as weakness or betrayal. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Alright, finish building these, that's good. Alright, what can we build here then? In Karas Gorgrith. We can build fields, commons, workshops. Food surplus seems to be doing really well. I think I'll go for fields here. Public order seems to be improving again, except in this area, not doing so hot. Oh, that's not even my region. And then we got Wood Carver here. Unlocks Onager. That would be kind of cool to have an Onager, huh? Supply wagon. Interesting. Negative 30 for food consumption, but it does help with campaign movement and replenishment. That's an interesting one, but that's a lot of food we have to lose. A recruitment camp unlocks... Well, we already have these units. Dark Monument would help increase control and influence. Okay, so plus 15 from agriculture. I might go for a supply station here. Alright, and then over here, where is Lon Garunen? Yeah, over by the Sea of Rune. Okay. Anything that would help improve control, maybe? Or I'm gonna do fields for now there.
Right on the east.
He returned to court, but not to kneel. He came with armed guards and spoke of the future of the steppes. The message is clear, he will not bow. Oathbreaker. Well, that's not good. Sounds like a rebellious one.
Make ready for war.
Development. To our west, the Belkoth sycophants and the outdated Rakrohir and their chariots. To the south, the axis of Khan, the Veriegs. In the north, the petulant Feridrim and the weak Harem. Soon they shall all serve us. Okay, clan rivalry. Okay, I don't like that. An Oathbreaker. Well, at least the tech's done over here. So what direction to go in next? Clan soldiery. Looting income plus 10. Enables building a blacksmith. That's an interesting one. Clan militarization. That sounds important. But we also need to focus on hierarchical organization. -5 of current value. That's good. Do that one next. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can try to get this guy killed off.
You have selected a target outside the highlighted area. This means your character cannot reach its target this turn.
I think the best
This
thing to do
piece
would be
cannot
to
move any further.
get this character killed off.
Male faction members may also attempt to secure political offices or be assigned governorships. Select a male character, then click on an office or governorship from the appropriate list on the right-hand side of the panel to assign them to it.
So I could have Maru assassinated. Is that a good idea? I'm gonna see if that works. That would be kind of funny, not gonna lie. Alright, this treacherous man has defied your will and started a civil war. He must be stopped before he becomes too powerful. Oh, so that little upstart has started a civil war, huh? Alright, so Maru, that little upstart, is forcing me to send my troops all the way back to deal with this nonsense, so be it.
The road system within a region will improve as prosperity increases. Better quality roads increase the movement range of the armies and agents who use them, as well as the line of sight from both the road and the nearest settlement. They also improve the chances of detecting enemy agents.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start recruitment of another unit here. Oh, I can't do any recruitment, because I lost Karas Menegrim. That was really stupid of me. Fields. Yeah, I'm gonna go for port next. Let's do that. Oh, that's right. I gotta issue another edict.
Edicts can be issued to any province where you have assigned a governor. Lasting for the duration of his governorship, they have powerful effects such as increased income and food, or improved public order.
Alright, hunt down dissenters. Dissenters.
If a faction's initial offer or demand isn't quite what you had in mind, you can use the counter-offer option to enable further negotiation to take place, rather than simply rejecting it.
Wavering loyalty. Rumor has it this man's loyalty is wavering. Really, if we are to avoid civil war, we must ensure that it does not fall any further. Jeez, Jesus. Dealing with, like, some loyalty issues here. Thanbeer. Who is Thanbeer? Alright, we'll deal with that in a bit.
Influence is gained through personal accolades such as governorship or appointment to political office, as well as achievements in battle. It may then be invested towards carrying out or reacting to political intrigues, meaning that a successful general in your family can be highly effective in political matters.
Oh.
The longer a settlement is under siege, the worse its physical condition becomes, making it easier for the attacker to penetrate the defenses. This also means that the state of a besieged settlement will be reflected in the condition of its buildings and the morale of its defenders during any battle that may take place there.
Okay, so the Otakani dwarves are upon us. Dawnless days, huh? How you doing, Eric? Probably not too good. I don't really understand how politics works in Total War Attila. I had some experience with it in Rome too, but I seem to have fallen apart over here. I'm tempted to restart this campaign, in all honesty. Let's see, I might go back to my quick save really quick. Yeah, this is the Lord of the Rings mod for Attila. It's pretty cool so far. The political spectrum of the game is throwing me off quite a bit. I'm gonna try this again here. I'm gonna start from the beginning. It's kind of annoying. We had a battle that we fought that went pretty well, but I'll have to refight that battle, I suppose. Power, Shadow, Triumph. Okay, so... Alright, let's try to understand this a little bit better. Because assigning offices, I was a little confused over how the heck this works. Let me see. Okay.
Soldiers! Attack them!
I might have to buy Attila to
A very
play this
large
mod.
army or fleet spread over 2 or more unit stacks may not be able to fight as a single force. A faction can field a maximum of 40 units at one time across 2 armies.
Ja! Ja!
Close victory. Okay.
Forward! Rise, soldiers of Rune!
Alright, definitely took some casualties there. Oof. Yeah, this army's gonna need time to lick its wounds. Yikes. Let's try to reorganize here. Did we just lose all of our cavalry? Yeah, we lost our cataphracts. Darn it. Oh well. Is the mod as extensive as the Lord of the Rings mod from Medieval 2? Hard to say at the moment. I would say there's definitely a lot of detail and I would say a lot more micromanagement in your faction, that's for sure. Especially when you have to consider the political spectrum, so you have to keep an eye out for your nobles and your other political figures here, because if there's disloyalty and it just simmers over time, they'll eventually try to break away from the clan, and you'll have to deal with some sort of civil war. I'm still trying to figure out how all this really works. Had some experience with Rome too. It wasn't too bad, but this just feels like it's throwing me off. Let's see. Haven't passed the first turn, but going the direction of growth definitely helped us out, so let's do that. And I'll have you focus on Shepherd for now. And then... let's look at edicts here. I think I'll go for control. There we go. And then tech will do clan rivalry like before. There we go. The following concerns remain unaddressed. This character has unassigned followers. Oh, that's right. Verdiag Butchers. Okay. Okay, so we need to fix this then.
Loyalty is a measure of a character's devotion to the ruling party of his faction. It can be increased through political actions, as well as character skills, positive traits, or household members. A character's household is the objects, assistants, and general hangers-on.
Alright, so I have a vague idea of how these banners work. They give your forces certain benefits. Let's see, Clan Banner of the East. Unit experience 1 for Clan X-Men. Huntsman Spearman. +1 to replenishment. +5 to armor. Interesting. But I think this only applies to the Loki Rim class units. We don't have those yet. Lost Banners of the Blue Wizards. Ooh, kind of an interesting little bit of lore. Elatar and Palindo went into the east with a task to circumvent Sauron to stir rebellion among the tribes of men that resisted worship of Melkor. With them, they carry this banner, a standard of the Astarte lost to time, for their fate is not known. Melee attack and defense +1 in wasteland or steppe terrain. Interesting. +2 against orcs for morale. Okay. +2 against Northmen faction. Supreme Banners of the First Men. This one seems to be a really good morale banner. Could use that. Oh, and was it very hard to install? No, I wouldn't say so, A-Train. I mean, it's just the if you don't have a subscription to Nexus, I think the website is Nexus. If you don't have a subscription to them or some sort of membership you pay for, that's probably the only time-consuming process. It's just waiting for the file to download, because then you have to deal with the standard download, which is throttled. So it could take up to an hour to properly download the files. But installing the mod, no, it's really not difficult. It's about like probably even easier than the Medieval 2 mods, I would argue. You just have to make sure you've got Total War Attila, the base game first, and then just make sure that when you install the files for this mod, just go into your data folder and you just copy and paste the downloaded files into that folder for Total War Attila. And then for the mod manager, you just have to make sure that you select the correct files before launching the mod. Let's see. You know, I think I'll go with Evil Banners of the Eye, because that helps with morale. We know we're going to be dealing with the dwarves and other factions of men. Yeah, the Dunedain. But it's really the dwarves I'd like to get more morale against, because the dwarves are going to be tough to deal with. Nice, I'll give it a try. Yeah, I'd recommend it. I am not an expert at this at all. I have never played Total War Attila on a campaign level. I have more experience playing this on the battlefield because I played Dawnless days before in custom battles. So I have some idea about how battles work, but I'm really, really bad on the campaign map, so it's going to be quite a learning experience for me. I may have to watch some more tutorial videos on how to deal with the politics, because that's probably the one thing I really just don't want to deal with is politics. Yeah, I have to make sure my loyalty does not get to like below a 2 out of to a 2 out of 10 or below that, because that means they're gonna break off and try to start their own little shitty faction. And we need to put ourselves in a good place to deal with. Oh, come on, what is this? Oh, that's right, Kahar. That's right.
In
Forgot
addition
about
to
that.
skills gained through experience,
The advisor helps, but sometimes I really just don't need to hear it. Let me see here. Yeah, I think I'll go with... Yeah, let's go with campaign movement. Nah, let's go with farmer. We'll go with farmer. It'll help with replenishment. What's up, brother? Super Sherman. Hey, Abe. Good to have you. Doing okay. How about yourself? Alright, and the Verdi eggs. Interesting. I'm already aware of what needs to be done here. Alright, money seems to be doing okay. I need to make sure public order isn't in a weird place. Slowly it will get better.
Soldiers!
Alright, some of these guys will take quite a few turns for this one. 14 turns to fully replenish. But these guys only 4 or 5 turns, but I'll have to raise new forces.
Soldiers of Rune!
I think I'll go up here and deal with... Actually, I might hold off just a little bit longer. Let me go ahead and recruit new units. Yeah, we could use some more... We can't get this style of infantry, not yet. Might be best if we get some raiders. And then some of these guys too. Kind of like replenish our forces a bit. Alright, we knew the war declared, Faradrim and Haradrim. These two factions are now at war, the Haradrim and the Faradrim. Yeah, it's kind of interesting the list of non-playable factions there are in this mod. Totally different clans that you had to deal with.
Men of the East!
Reminds me of playing the Last Alliance Total War, the one that was built on Shogun 2. That's what it reminds me of. More so than Divide and Conquer. Alright, replenishment is getting better. We got some more troops. Income is still doing really well. I think buildings were constructed, yes. Alright, let's keep focusing on growth here. Runic warriors. Fields. Commons, 150 from commerce, okay. Workshops. Oh. Or Dark Monument. Might do Dark Monument. I gotta understand how influence really works here. Alright, I won't do that. That has a bit of a maintenance cost to it. I might do recruitment camp, because we kind of need more troops up in the north if we're going to take on the dwarves. Ooh, I might do copper deposit. And then as for my edict, let me see here. Yeah, it looks like public order continues to go down. I think I'll do hunters' cabins here. There we go. It's going to empty out the treasury a bit, but it'll be worth it. I think I'll just continue pushing up north, but before I do that, let me just save this.
Soldiers!
Yeah, I have no idea how these offices really work. I know I'm supposed to fill these offices with characters, but they also have to, the characters have to qualify for these offices, and we need influence points in order to assign them. And I'm guessing we don't have enough because the influence cost is 20. I have no idea what I have for influence points. There's a lot to learn about this. So I will say this, if you play Total War Attila a bunch of times, or if you've played through the campaign at least once, or even like halfway through, you'll have a much better idea of how to play this than I do at the moment, because I'm leaning on a lot of my Rome 2 knowledge to try to play this, and I have not played Rome 2 in a little while. So everything I've learned is just kind of like gone out the window. Alright, what am I looking at here? Now this guy could be a problem. See, he's got the lowest loyalty, 3 out of 10. The other guys are like, okay. Maru, he was a problem last time, but not so much now. It might be this Thanbir here that I don't like. So I gotta figure out what to do with Thanbir. So I may have to look up some tips on how to improve the loyalty of my subordinates. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get you moving up north. But we have to deal with the Verdieggs down here. I think the Verdieggs are somewhere down here, right? Southern Oricani. Okay, so those are the Red Mountain Dwarves. The Verdieggs are gonna be down here somewhere. They're not gonna be up north, are they?
Men of the East!
Okay. I'm still at war with the Herdem, I believe.
Soldiers!
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to set up trade relations with somebody. Let me see here.
Ministerial offices and commissions can be awarded to generals in your faction when they reach a certain age or rank.
Diplomacy.
Loyal.
Diplomacy. Yeah, the Oricani don't like us. Trade agreement. They've accepted. Nice. Let's see if Mordor will accept a trade agreement. We're supposed to be buddy-buddies with them. Probably won't accept it. A bountiful treasure truly. Rags and scraps in exchange for the prize goods of the Lord of Mordor. Take me not for a fool. You see, I kind of like how the, I kind of like how we're directly speaking with the Dark Lord Sauron instead of in Divide and Conquer. We're just kind of talking to like a random orc in diplomacy. And he talks like Sauron would. That's what I like about that. Okay. Let's try. I mean, the worst they could say is no, right? Low. Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can really offer more of unless I can throw in some more money. For some reason, the Verdieggs don't like us all that much, and they're way down south. Okay. I think... Yeah, because the Verdieggs are way down south, so it has me concerned about what direction to go in. We only have one army that we're fielding at the moment. I'd hate to move up north and then deal with a Verdieg army coming down from the south, because that's likely what's going to happen if I don't start moving troops there now. Alright, I'm going to have you move up north and deal with these guys. Alright. Oh, that's cool. I can turn the camera around. That's nice.
The order in which reinforcements take to the battlefield can be determined by left-clicking and dragging units into the order of your choice.
Alright.
Unit on the
We'll
far
just hold
left
on to that
being the
siege.
first to...
We'll just hold on to that siege. Not a terrible amount I can really do at the moment. Yeah, and public order keeps going down. It was doing better last time. Or we'll do that instead. So what seems to be going on here, huh?
As your campaign progresses, growth...
Taxes, corruption is a problem. Okay, let's take a look at our event messages. I think I'll just wait here. Oh, I can expand construction slots here. think I'll do supply station. Yeah, let's do supply station there. And if anything, I'll need to keep an eye on Mindon Runen. So if I need to raise forces, I can recruit a general and then raise an army from there. Oh, yeah. Let's get assault equipment set up here. Light battering ram.
Attack them!
Yep, we'll just keep that moving. It'll take us a few turns to build all that. Okay, so 1,300 for enemy forces. We are outnumbered a little bit here. We hold an advantage with our cavalry, but our general's bodyguard hasn't really recovered all that much. Yeah, the quality of our infantry seems to be fairly matched. They have more archers than we do, but they also have no cavalry. And no general leading them either, so you know what? Let's take our chances here. They do outnumber us a little bit. It's not that bad.
We have orders.
Alright, I imagine these clan raiders are not the best cavalry ever.
I will crush them.
Make ready for war.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
We will rise up.
The enemy approaches!
Okay, waiting for the rest of that army to show up. Oh, okay.
Soldiers.
Gonna have you guys move around here and hit those archers.
We will rise up. Make ready for war.
The enemy is going for our general! Protect him!
Make ready for war. We will rise up.
Alright, charge right into them, guys. Come on now. Let's Let's get rid of these archers real fast. Excellent charge. Okay, very good charge. Very good charge. Nope, get back behind the infantry.
We have orders.
Yep, trying to close in on the cavalry.
Make ready for war.
Alright, let's turn back around. We can hit those other archers really quick. Come on, guys. Go, 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 go.
We will rise up. Soldiers. Make ready for war. We will rise up.
Still got a crap load of infantry following us there.
Soldiers.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
I will crush them. We will rise up.
Really wish I had my other cataphracts. Oh, they got themselves stuck on the border there. Nope, can't cross the red line unless you're running away. Okay, perfect, perfect.
Orders.
Alright. Yeah, we might be in trouble over here. I gotta get my cavalry. Yeah, chop up these archers. Get the heck moving.
I will crush them.
Alright, perfect, perfect. We got these guys running. Let's reform over here and encircle these guys before they cave in on our left, because our left's not going to hold long.
I will crush them. Soldiers.
Alright, we got rid of those archers. Perfect. Now move around back over here. We can totally annihilate these guys. Come on now. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We don't have long. The line's gonna break.
We will rise up.
Dang, our infantry's taking some hits here. Okay, you guys need to stop firing.
We will rise up.
Jesus, we're taking some casualties here.
The day is yours.
Make ready for war.
All right. Let's just chase the rest of them down. Well, the cavalry did better than I thought they would. Infantry got torn up to hell. I think we're good there. End battle. Yeah, we're done. There we go. There we go. Lost about 300 troops there. But we wiped out the garrison. Well, that should be a wipeout. Yeah, there we go. Nobody left to defend the city. mean, there's nobody else left in the city. Okay, we'll accept.
Attack them! Slay them all! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh! Alright, let's see what the casualties were like. Well, still lost 84 guys. Okay, still higher than I would like it to be. Okay, let's see here. Raise it. Might go with occupy. Might go... Yeah, none of these options really seem that appealing. Yeah, we'll go with sack.
Nice! Soldiers of Rune!
Alright, so it's not in friendly territory, so we're gonna have to go back into friendly territory just to replenish.
Forward!
Yeah, this will take a while to replenish these troops. I think money-wise, we're doing okay. Oh, actually, so I don't actually occupy it, I just sack it. That's all I do. Okay. I probably should have just raised it, honestly. Let me go back to that quick save. So now I understand how that works. You can either occupy it, or you could just completely plunder and destroy it, not occupy it at all. That's kind of fun. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Loot and occupy. Sack. I might go with raise. Holy cow! Jesus. It's like we just let off a freaking hydrogen bomb or something. That is crazy! Holy cow! That is nuts! And it just goes throughout the whole region. That is crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, you've unleashed the wrath of the Easterlings. We did not. Yeah, this place that is a crazy effect. Dang, that's awesome. Okay, he can't move for a turn. That's understandable, but holy cow, that is just something. Let me look at that. The whole region. What? That's nuts. I didn't realize it would do that much. That's absolutely nuts. Okay. Alright, and I think that actually leads to instability in our regions a bit, doesn't it? Take a look at the province details. Yeah, unhappy, difficulty level -2, okay. Yeah, we gotta do something about the instability here. So we could either raise it completely, or... Let me try this then. Yeah, because I'd hate to raise an entire region and then deal with the instability in my own provinces. Okay, so loot and occupy, which would lead to further public disorder. For the next turn only. Okay.
Yeah!
Ooh, that's a good question then, huh? I don't know about occupying it. Because we gotta deal with the Verdiags to the south.
Roar! Roar!
Wish I could save it here.
Roar!
Let's see what it would look like if I just occupy it then, huh?
Man of the East!
Doesn't seem like it would take that long to replenish our troops. It's not so bad. Okay. Alright guys, well I think this is where I'm going to save it for today, because there's clearly some stuff I got to learn about this game a bit from other videos. In particular, I need a better handle on how to maneuver around politics here, because that's definitely going to be an issue to deal with moving forward. I want to make sure that my nobles stay loyal to me, so how exactly can I work this out with the political tree? The tech tree is something, I mean, the economy and working out the tech tree, that's stuff that I'm just familiar with. It's not that bad. I'm sure it would help me out to learn more about the military and civic trees here, but it's really just something I could pick up on my own. It's not that bad. The economy's not hard to work with either, but public order too is something I'd like to work with more. But I think I just need to learn a little bit more about the mainframe of this game before I move forward. Because this is a bit of a learning curve. Let me see, what can I build here? Yeah, I don't think I want any more food consumption, because occupying this region's already cost me some food. Oh, Insect Keeper. Yeah, I think I'll do fields for that one. Oh. Gudoth and Kahar. Okay, so we got some traits to work out here then, huh?
Soldiers abroad!
I think I'll go with Dark Agent here. And then... who else do I have? Gudoth?
Faction leaders have a number of personality traits that may influence how they deal with others. Traits are listed under their portrait on the left-hand side of this panel. Mouse over them to reveal further details. When a faction leader dies, his replacement may have a completely different personality.
Alright, I'll end this turn really quick. One more turn. War declared. Southern Order colony and the Verdieggs. Okay, interesting. Buildings constructed. Very good. Yep, very good. Okay, I can't open up these slots until there's a population surplus. Alright, this is where I'll save it then, folks. There we go. Alright, guys. Well, that was just a little bit of a taste of Dawnless Days. Kind of a rough start to the first half of this stream. But the second half, seems like it's getting slightly better. Again, I just need to understand how politics really works in Attila, and then try to pick up some more tips on economic growth and growing the military too. But it's not like we're really struggling for money. It's I think the bigger concern would just be public order. It feels like it's kind of hard to try to figure out how to gauge public order again, because it's been a while since I played Rome 2. But I'll definitely be playing more of this campaign in the future. Playing as Easterling seems kind of fun at the moment. Would love to see where it goes in the future. And I do love the battlefield experience overall. Especially with the attention to detail to all the units and the armor. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more of Dawnless Days in the future. But I'll put this on the schedule so I can officially have something to go by when playing this campaign. Because I'm still trying to finish up the Noldor of Eregion campaign. Then after that, I can invest more time into Dawnless Days for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world. A-Train, Martin, thanks for joining. And my brother Abe, you still there? Thanks for watching as well. I'll talk to you later, guys. Take care.